see if this works. Do we need to refresh?
So for okay, you're live on Facebook.
Okay.
Go to the Facebook tab. Click on the X in the corner. Refresh the page. Click on the red, the profile picture. No, the big one. No, the big one. Behind you.
I can't see that.
Sorry. Down behind your iPad.
Okay. Are we alive? I hope so. We decided that we would not do TikTok.
Go to YouTube. Back the arrow to the left. Click on the one that says live there. Yeah. Now go back. Refresh the page. Now click on it. There you go.
Okay.
Looks like you're live everywhere else.
Okay. Bueno. We'll see how this goes, yeah? Is it working for everybody? Do you all see me? I'm not sure because Streamlabs does it to most of the platforms and that's what went out. But TikTok stayed up. So I was actually talking to Tonks for a while I was waiting for Castle to come help me. And then we decided that we would not do TikTok and we would just try the Streamlabs and see if that survives. If it doesn't, then we will have to find other means of fixing the situation. So it looks like I got something on YouTube. Yeah, we had a good heart-to-heart. It was nice. But we have Cormac in here. Hello. I will just chat with you. Yeah, it's coffee. And then my mug says, I am silently correcting your grammar. Because I kind of get known by my closer friends as a grammar Nazi. So I probably shouldn't say that word. I'll get reported. I hope so, Kemian. I hope so. We're not doing TikTok. And we're going to see if that keeps it alive. Okay, we got Bear version 2, 2.0. Hello? Okay. I know. I will be so happy when we have a day where there are no problems. Just like, if there are none, it would be amazing. That's only gonna happen in person, yeah. Now, even then, like if we were doing these reading sessions in person, we would still need tech because you'd need like a microphone and speakers to make sure everyone can hear. Just be a whole thing and then we'd have problems with that too, I'm sure. Hello, Pint Goblin. Revoked. Yeah, well, we'll cross our fingers. Hope that this stays up this time. You didn't get that notification? It's okay, we just started it up again. I gave you guys a little time to get back in here. I know sometimes it takes a little while for the notifications to show up, so don't you worry.
Well, it looked like it was green, but now it's red.
Now it's red?
So I think that the problem is this computer. I think that the LAN and USB hub on it is just cheap.
Mm.
And so it's only processing at a fraction of the speed.
Delightful. So you want to do it on the other computer, but also still replace the router?
Well, we can try it on the other computer before we go and put the money into the router and see if it works that way. Cause
I mean, I could just do a chatty stream while you download the stuff over there if you want.
Okay.
You want to do that? Sorry. I don't want to read and then it keeps dropping out and then you guys miss out. So we'll just hang out and, because it does look like the bitrate is just totally crapping out. And that's not a good sign. So, you know, you'd think with all the stuff that we've replaced already, it would be fine, but it's not. We're probably gonna have to get a new router. Chatty stream, are you challenging me? Yes, I am. Where's the gauntlet? We'll pretend I'm slapping you on both sides of the face. Have you tried unplugging and plugging it back in? Yeah. Update on the new house. We're mostly moved in and getting situated. Awesome. Congratulations. That's really exciting. And it's very cool. Or put it in some rice. Yeah, we'd need a lot of rice to do that. Now that image is in my head, as it should be. So, it's funny. It looks good there now. Okay, good. It's showing me that the bit rate's not great. So we probably need to try doing all the software on the newest computer, because that's the tank. And hopefully that goes. Well, because we don't really know if the router's causing a problem, right, honey?
We don't.
We don't. So we'll try the other computer. And if that goes well, then great. We can move on. But yeah, that's really great, Cormac. Moving is just such a pain in the butt, honestly. So it's nice when you can have the achievement done. Just meme it in the guild. Mom smacks Maddie with a gauntlet. Yeah. I challenge thee. That's funny. It's I forgot when they banned duels, because they used to be like a legal thing, which could have been like really crappy in a lot of situations where the duel was just set because somebody felt like it over something stupid. And to save face, like, you would say yes, like you'd participate. Maddie wants to be smacked. Oh gosh. Duels that escalated fast. Well, I mean, that's what you do when you're challenging them with a gauntlet. It's a duel. So it just made me think about actual duels and when they stopped doing them, or at least officially, because it used to be illegal. List of things to blame it on. Even Dingleberg. Yep. Dinky Bergie. Yeah, there you go. Star asinine. You know, it's kind of sad that asinine isn't really a word people use that often anymore. Like the late 1800s, I think it's probably around there. You don't know what's worse, moving to the heat or cold? Yeah, I mean, in my case, even when it's in the 80s, I start feeling sick because of the heat, so I would probably have to say moving in the heat is worse. I can only get a little bit done at a time, so it would take forever. But if it's snowing and moving in the snow is definitely annoying. Bad behavior should not be rewarded. That's true. That's true. You like the background? Thank you. Thank you very much. I would have had like a background that I made myself if things hadn't decided to break on us, but soon in the future. My back and legs are going through hell this winter. Oh, yeah. The cold's not fun for the joints. The pet jackalope has gone through a gender change. And oh, in your book? I was like, what? I'm like, you don't have a pet jackalope. Get out of here. Cold is much worse. Yeah. Well, I guess it just depends on the person. I think there's going to be pros and cons in every situation. It is what it is, right? Moving's just a pain in the butt, period. But it can be made worse with extreme situations. You'd rather have the cold? Oh, it's 98. Gross. Add antlers to a bunny? Yeah, there you go. There you go. Oh no, I lost the chat. Give me heat and I will swim. Yeah, see, like, even, like I said, like, it gets really hot here, obviously, but even when it's in the 80s, I'm like, you know what, I can just go live in a refrigerator. I'd be fine with that, you know? I can always put clothes on. Hello, Milu. It's okay, we're just kind of chatting because we are not confident that the stream will stay up. So. I mean, I think the 80s is hot, but it gets up to 120 here where we are. Sometimes over in August. Ew. Yeah, see, I can't, no. No thank you, Bear. No thank you. I literally get sick. I feel so terrible. And my grandmother gets that way too, so I don't know if it's a genetic thing, but I get that dealing with snow is a pain in the butt, though. It's 80 where you are? Which, I mean, I could deal with that. I used to love 72, and now 72 is getting a little too warm for me. Hello, Esther. We are doing well. We lost the stream once already this evening, so we're just kind of hanging out to test the waters. Haven't done any reading. But I hope you are doing well. It's good to see that you made it into Gilded. Ew, 81 with 80% humidity? Oh, God. No, thank you. No. It's a hard pass for me. I prefer 80s, so Greek spring weather. Well, sure. It's nice if you have a cool breeze. We don't always have a cool breeze, so when that's absent, 80s does not feel nice to me. And my plants don't like it either. You can tell by how well the garden does if it's too hot. If there's no breeze, they just get fried. You prefer the cold weather too? Yeah. That's what the Aegean is for. Yeah, I'm not gonna move to Greece though. Sorry, converted 111.2. Whoa. That's really hot. That is really hot. I don't love that. I stay in the house when it's that hot. I only leave if I really have to. Ugh, yeah, it sounds gross. It sounds terrible. I just melted from reading that. Yeah, you know, just thinking about it, you're like, oh gosh. No, thank you. I tried to look up ideal places to live for kind of like the climate, but not too much snow. And the places that were suggested were like 4 different places in Oregon, which I don't think we're going to move to Oregon. And one kind of near the forests and mountains outside Sedona, Arizona. So not like in the desert, but like near where the actual forest is. Hello, Dougliest Doug, and thank you for the raid. Welcome in, you guys. We're just kind of hanging out and chatting. What's wrong with snow? I mean, I like it, but I know that if you need to drive in it, or as Cormac was saying, like to move while you move to a new house while it's snowing, like it can be really difficult to do that. Back home it would get to 105, but there was hardly any humidity. And the winters it would get down to 0 with the wind chill. Yeah, that's desert climate, for sure. It's exactly how desert is. Yeah, those parts can be annoying. I think if you're settled in, I mean, I again, like, I haven't had to live in snow. My grandparents always, like, tried to avoid living where it snows for a long time, so they'd only get, like, 2-3 weeks of snow. Raspberries for Dougliest Doug, but I can't do them. I have to pretend. See, we have to pretend that I blew the horn, because it doesn't sound like I'm blowing it when I do it. But yes, welcome in, Dougliest Doug, and we have MacDommy, hello. Hi, hello. But yeah, we're just chatting. We got a new computer set up. Well, we have 2 computers, and we switched up everything, and it looks like we don't have all the kinks sorted out. So, thank you all for being so patient with us. We don't like everything being so unstable, and we really hope that we can get it normalized at some point soon. You also really need to stop writing Leroy Jenkins moments. Is that what you do, Maddie? You gotta run your puppies out? Yeah, go do it. Your youngest have been extreme? That's funny. We just got a new cat. It's a Bengal. And he's actually not as hyper as I thought he would be. He's only 4 months old, so he does have moments where he wants to run around and play, but definitely not as much as I expected. Hello, Crystal. Welcome in. Good to see you, and hope all is well. We're just hanging out, talking about whatever. New guest host. Yeah. I don't know where he is right now. We just got his collar in the mail today. So he keeps trying to catch the little bell that's hanging from it. But he's a cutie. If he comes around, I'll grab him. But he's kind of find a nice little spot under my son's bed that he likes. And then late at night, while we're sleeping, he tries to attack our toes. He tries to catch our feet, which is not fun. Mostly, he tries to catch Castle's feet. So he did get kicked a couple of times because it's just a natural reaction that when you're sleeping, you'll do that if something happens. So hopefully he'll learn his lesson soon, because he seemed to not really care. He just came back up, was like, oh, okay, let's just go to bed. The bell is necessary so you know when you're going for... Yeah, exactly. Yeah. The bell is nice because, cats like to hide. So even our other one, he has a little bell, and if I can't find where he is, and I'll call out to him, like, I can hear his little bell when he moves because he hears me. So I like that, just so I know. Because the new cat has already run out the door when it was cracked open, because we were bringing stuff in. So you're back in. Hello, Kulo. Or Kulos, sorry. So yeah, the bell is nice for safety reasons. So one character in my second book is just the type to run an army, or run at an army, yeah. That's kind of how Castle is, which is why all the characters he likes to play are the, like, run in and smash things. Hello, Teresa. We are good. We've been surviving the heat. We've been cleaning and rearranging the living room all week, since the office space is totally different. We got a new desk for Castle, and half of it raises up so he can actually stand while he's reading to you guys, because we tend to have long streams. Bengal cats are highly intelligent and expensive. Yeah, this one, He wasn't as expensive. Still expensive, but not really expensive if I were to get it from the official breeder. So, fear the bonk stick, yeah. So, I'm kind of thinking that when he's older, we might have to get him one of those running wheels if he does prove to be quite active. But we do have plans to take the animals on park excursions. He doesn't fit into the cat harness yet, though. That's how I find our shop kitty, who likes to sneak out sometimes. Yep, but she always comes running for treats, and we can hear her coming. There you go. Good. We have, despite being in an urban area, we have coyotes. So I really don't want either of my cats to get out. Is he still Milo? He is still Milo. Everett named him Milo, which I'm fine with. When I was a little kid, I was obsessed with Milo and Otis. I loved that movie so much. And I'm sure tons of people found it to be very boring. I loved it. But I was a weird kid. The most cursed multi-class in D&D, you found out the Bonk or Bard Monk. Oh, yeah, the Bard Monk sounds pretty chaotic. Your dad can't win a trick, mate. You have 6 cats? Wow. And they're all indoors? Yeah, it's safer that way. I mean, we have the cat harness, and I'll get another one when he kind of grows into it more, and then we'll take them to the park and stuff. We took Boo with us to the Sequoias, and he was fine. We got a cute little backpack with the mesh and stuff, so he can look out and kind of hang out in there. And then when we were ready for a break, we just took him out, put him on his leash and harness, and let him explore. Yeah, coyotes do very well in urban areas because they get to all the pets that got out. I'm on the Nextdoor app, and I cannot tell you how many people I see post warnings about coyotes because they saw someone's pet ripped up on their lawn. It's terrible. So, it's not the coyotes' fault. They're just surviving, right? That's what they do. It's what they need to eat. So, if you don't want it to happen to your pet, you have to make them indoor. When I was a kid, I loved Milo. But that's a very different thing here, is it? And welcome in, Zigzag Zoom Man. Sound very energetic. Is that an alien? But yeah, it's sad when people find the remains of pets out here. But you just gotta be smart about it. When I grew up, we had cats that were always indoor, outdoor. Always. So we didn't have to deal with, the litter boxes, and they just had a lot of freedom. But I didn't really like the idea of doing that after one of our cats got into somebody's probably rat poison, and we found him in the backyard. Hello! Welcome in. We're just chatting right now. Normally we read. I read on Sundays, and I'm currently reading Son of Shadows by Juliette Marie, but we are not having the most stable of streams as of yet. We're trying to sort out why, and when that's confirmed, then I will probably get back to reading. Milo here is a powdered chocolate malt drink. Oh, I think I saw you say that, and that's cool. Like Nesquik. Loved that as a kid. The strawberry one, though. Poor dad was in mourning for a whole week, and then some. Oh no, really? What? Stepmom's sister supposedly told her to put the dog in the trash can. Oh. That's sad. Oh, your poor dad. Sorry to hear that. It's terrible. Stuff happens. Everyone's making you crave food. That's kind of part of the streams, right? That's making you crave food is a regular occurrence. It's lovely on ice cream. It sounds like it would be. It sounds good. I like the chocolate melted crunch from, we had a place out here called Thrifty's. It was the local drugstore. It's not been around for a long time, but they still make the ice cream. I came because there's no physical tavern for me to read in near me. Oh no! Well, I'm glad to have you in. And that's kind of why we decided to do this. We have fun hanging out with each other, and yeah, we do read on the regular, but we also enjoy just hanging out and talking to everybody too. Destiny also out there making me crave her cookies. I know! She posted a picture of her cookies, and I was like, oh my gosh, I want some now. Which is terrible. Cookies are kind of one of those pastries I could eat a whole bag of. Hero is a German Shepherd. German Shepherds are pretty dogs. Solid black, that's cool. If I'm ever well enough to travel there, I'll bring you some. Okay, thank you. I would appreciate that. It would be fun to try some stuff that we don't have here. Like, my son and I tend to really enjoy Asian cuisine a lot. Like, we really enjoy mostly Asian cuisine food. So we are definitely open to trying new stuff. She loved chewing on seashells. Didn't that hurt her teeth? Oh, Tim Tams, yeah. They actually did put those in the Targets out here. So I have been able to have Tim Tams. I know those cookies look delicious. She's perfected the recipe. I'm heading to Greece in April or May next year, but I might stop by Australia next year too. That would be cool. That'd be fun. I kind of always joke that if I ever go to Australia, it would have to be under the circumstances of me having a flamethrower with me at all times. Because everything in Australia wants to kill you. I have to do a Tim Tam Slam with a Tim Tam Slam. You have bear there. Look, Australia is a very large country. So you can't just be vague and say, I'm going to visit Australia and think you're going to see bear there. It depends on where bear lives. Glad I looked again, didn't get the notification. Oh, you didn't? Yeah, it's been up for about 28 minutes now, but we're just we're hanging out. I decided I wasn't going to read until things were stable. Oh, you missed part of it because of the ads. I'm sorry. If you have Amazon Prime, I'm sure I've told you this before, but if you have Amazon Prime and you link it with Twitch, you get like a free subscription every month. I mean, I know the city, but not the exact location. Okay. I recommend hitting Rhodes, very pretty and less touristy than Santorini. I have not been to Greece or Australia. Yeah, come in. Yeah, try the Amazon thing, because it's nice to have like that free one. You can only do one a month, so you kind of like have to pick the streamer you want to do it for, but it's nice to have if you already have the Prime. What? You bite one corner? Oh yeah, I did do that actually. I didn't know it was called that though. But a past friend of mine, she married somebody from Australia, so she told me all about the Tim Tams, and she had me do that. Oh, we're your only stream? That's cool. That makes us feel special. So, It's been a while since I've done it, but basically if you go to your profile, it should show you how to link it. Chios is currently on fire. We have some fires out here too. Not really close to us, thankfully, but it happens out here. It's already getting too hot. I need to set up the Prime subscription next time I'm on my computer. Oh, okay. You've been fighting with OBS lately? Ugh. Yeah, it shouldn't be hard. You probably could even do it on your phone. Because when you go to the spot to do the subscription, it usually will give you the option to do a Prime sub. Maybe it will say like how to connect if you give the Prime sub. You'll figure it out? Okay, cool. Glad I could be of help because I know the ads are very annoying. Travel overseas, runs away clicking to favorite chair with grumpy fat cat face. You don't like to travel? Oh, Frost, do you have Amazon Prime also? Greece looks like it is very pretty. Oh, really? Okay. Yeah. Yeah, I guess you might have to link it first. Oh, there you go. Milu figured it out. Thank you, Milu. Greece is, yeah. I'm kind of one of those people, like, if I'm going to travel, I'm probably not going to choose to go to the tropical places like Bali and all that. Like, I'm kind of more into the idea of going to Europe, maybe even Asia, to see a lot of the historical stuff. Okay, cool. Frost did it too. You figured it out. Thank you for that. Zeus exists, Greece. I feel threatened. They should feel threatened if Zeus is around. But thank you for that, Frost. I'm glad that you guys figured that out. It gets very hot in Asia. Yeah, it does seem like that is the case. I mean, it also depends on where you go, right? What? What? It's all over like a fat kid on a Mars bar. Stop. Terrible. It's actually very simple on a PC. Okay, good. And tomorrow I'm facing the doctor. Oh no! It's never really fun having to go into the doctor. Yep, ads. Ads are poopy. My sister joked about if Zeus becomes POTUS. My only response was RIP America. You were a fat kid? Oh no! There was, my son went out to Ohio with his father for like a month because his grandmother was not doing well, and apparently the whole time they had Wendy's like every day. They had Wendy's shakes every day. So he came back and had some pudge and I was like, oh my gosh. No, you can't do that. It's not good for you. The timing of that. Yeah. Yeah, find the Amazon thing. Yearly checkup. Okay, so hopefully, everything will be fine. Gotta do the thing. Then I trained my butt off and became a brick with eyes. There you go. That's a long time away. Hello, how are you, Gunnar? You need some pudge? Yeah, I finally have like a little bit of fat for the first time in my life. I don't want that to become something that gets out of hand though, so I need to be keeping an eye on it, but I'm obviously like, I don't get it everywhere. I'm still skinny mini. My grandfather told me that when he was in Vietnam, it got so hot they couldn't touch the airplanes to work on them during the day. Ugh. One of the guys cooked an egg on the wing of one of the planes. That's funny. We used to do that just like on the concrete outside in the backyard because it would get hot. Wait, I'm only seeing on the internet on my phone is the Amazon Prime sub is only on the computer. Oh, okay. Gotcha. I didn't know that, but that makes sense, I guess, because the app is very different for Twitch than what it is on the browser. You'll be 31 tomorrow? Well, happy birthday. That's exciting. This is very fun. Are you going to do anything for your birthday? I was somewhat formidable in the rugby field. I bet. Rugby does not look like something I would want to do, but I'll watch it. I miss being a skinny mini. Each kid I got larger, and now I'm really early medically induced menopause and can't seem to lose anything. That seems to happen quite often for some women. Word count for book 2 is still blowing up. You're at 228,000 words. Wow. That is a lot. That is a lot. I mean, it's just kind of nice and hefty, I suppose. My wife's birthday is the 1st, so most attention goes to planning hers, so I have no plans for mine. Oh no! You should just plan something together.
I've got it all downloaded, although it's not all fully set up because I don't have all of the assets on that computer.
Okay.
So I don't know if you want to try and swap over and see if it works, or if you just want to. Because it looks like it's staying stable. Yeah, you haven't had any problems with anything shutting down, so.
Yeah. The bitrate is still red.
Yeah. I don't think there's going to be anything that can be done about that on this computer. So I don't know if you want to switch just to test it, or if you just want to redo them. And we can do a test stream after you're done on that computer to see if it stays up.
Okay. Suppose we could do that. Because we have the game stream tomorrow, so we could test it tomorrow.
Yeah.
Tonight I make a glorious burrito with a candle for myself. There you go. A burrito sounds good. I actually haven't eaten anything today.
That's my fault.
No, that's my fault. It's not your fault. I am responsible for my own meals.
No, you're not. We lied to.
I'm responsible for not eating.
But
I ate some of those
I am responsible for not
ranch
feeding you.
pickle puff things that you bought.
I'm responsible for not feeding you, though.
Rugby is new to my house. My son went to a learning tourney with a bunch of our region schools and was approached by one of the volunteer coaches, and they said their regular team would be lucky to have him. I now need to learn the rules by September. Oh, okay, that's fun.
I saw these and thought you might like them.
Oh, those look good. Those look delicious. I'm gonna eat one. You can't remember? You can or you can't remember your Twitch password? Yeah, that's because he knows I like pickles, so he was like, oh, then maybe she'll like trying this. And it's kind of an interesting texture. Like, it's not like Cheetos. It's a bit like softer than that, I want to say. And yeah, it's actually not bad. It's a ranch pickle. Oh, you can't? Okay. And then he got me these heavenly hunks of organic brownie. Oh no, you can see it. Oh, wait. There you go. Kind of. There we go. You see how it is? Yeah, I like dill pickles. I don't like sweet pickles, actually. Smells good. They're organic. That's nice. Doesn't have any crappy ingredients in it either. It does say gluten-free. Mm-hmm. Yeah, I think dill pickles are definitely the best.
I'm also bringing you some gluten-free.
Never let you make pizza. Do you put pickles and pineapple on it? Oh, thank you. Apple's good. Yeah, pickles on pizza is definitely way more acceptable than pineapple. I could do that. Oh, children's flag rugby. I mean, that's smart because rugby can get very, very physical. Mmm. Chocolate chip cookies would be good too. Yeah, these are pretty good. They're not too sweet. Definitely can feel the sugar on my teeth though. I definitely like stuff that doesn't have a bunch of shady ingredients. This is good. My pizza would end up with something like shrimp, fish, beef, chicken, pineapple, and pig all together. That sounds gross, Maddie. Come on. It's like the sort of thing like a kid would do. Yeah, he got these at Costco. Yeah, the taste buds scare me too. Hello, how are you? You're gonna go to bed, Tonks? Time for sleepy? Me either, but I'd rather pickles and pineapple. Yeah. I think it depends on what else you put on there, I guess. Wow. So you played rugby all through your teens. I can't agree with the Costco pizza being fire. The boys love it. I think it's like cardboard. Maybe some of the appeal is the affordable price. No. It's not salty, it's vinegar. That sounds gross, Milo. I don't think. Alright, good night, Tonks. Sleep well. Yeah, banana peppers would work. I guess it would depend on the pickle. I don't think I've put pickles on my pizza. I do like going to places like Pyology or Blaze or something where you make your own pizza, but I end up having a lot of greens and veggies on mine, so it's pretty different than the normal pizza. I don't even put marinara on mine. I do pesto. Yeah, and Little Caesars is not good either. Yeah, it matches the price in my mind. But souvlaki pizza, what is that? That is how to Americanize Greek food? I'll just stick with a Greek salad. Some hummus. You've had baklava cheesecake? That sounds good, actually. Probably too sweet, but it sounds good. Yeah, the Red Baron's actually not terrible for a frozen pizza. I don't know. We haven't gotten frozen pizza in ages.
We used to just do the little Kirkland ones, but
Mm.
it got to the point where I couldn't eat them
Yeah.
because my gut's all messed up.
It was delicious. Well, that's good. Alright, I'm gonna leave it to you guys to decide if we are going to do some reading this evening. Should I go ahead and just start reading and we'll hope that everything stays on? It's been about 45 minutes and it's been okay, so. Way better than your McFlurry order. Yeah, I like the pesto. It's good. Yeah, the rugby should be fun, especially if it's just the flag kind. Gunnar says hello.
How's it going, Gunnar?
So basically, Maddie's kids is like a child. He's like, I'm just gonna put everything in there. My son wants to go to a cereal bar so he can mix all the different cereals. I'm like, I could just buy you like those little boxes if they still do those. I don't know. We don't really buy generic cereal because I refuse to. I'm like, no, it's all garbage. Stop it. Yeah, good pesto for sure. You can't say you're an old man. Though after like I hit 35, in my mind I was like, well, I'm basically 40. I'm just like, I'm weird, I know. But that's just how I felt about turning 35. So every year as I get older, I'm like, well, I'm basically 40. And the next year I will be. Una reading me like my sister. Yep, there you go. Well, Gunnar's birthday is tomorrow. So he said that he's gonna be old and he's not ready for it. That's fine, Milu. Hello, Christy. Welcome in. I was scared to death to turn 30. Oh no. Why? Was it because you didn't feel like you accomplished what you wanted to in your 20s? I was 43 years old in a row completely by accident. How do you do that, Kemian? How does that happen? Yeah, exactly, Bear. I know. I'm not saying that the logic is sound. I'm just saying that in my mind, I'm like basically 40 is how I thought as soon as I turned 35. Because, like, what even is the time between 35 and 40? Like, it's not... I know there's a lot of people, especially women, that are like, oh, but my 30s were the best years of my life. And I'm like, it just feels the same to me. Not that I'm complaining, I'm just... I don't know. If you had to pick an age, like if you think about it and you're like, okay, if I could go back to being a particular age and stay there, it would not be a time in my 30s. I would definitely probably pick something like maybe 28. 30 was like a deadline for you? Okay. Gotcha. You're also turning 31? Okay. Kulis is also turning 31 in a couple of weeks. Very cool. Happy early birthday. You'd go back to 24. To me, like 24 was like a little too young. Like there were a lot of lessons I needed to learn still at 24. And I always looked like a baby. Like I just 28 was kind of balanced for me. Yeah, I work, clean, sleep, and eat. It's just life, right? I'm just like, I'm not going out having fun in my 30s. I'm adulting in my 30s. Yeah, in the 90s, Little Caesars was good. I liked to go for the breadsticks. Interesting, I haven't seen a Helper's Big Cheese Pizza. Oh, it ended up being the worst year for you? That's a bummer. You'd go back to 30? Yeah, I mean, like, 30 wasn't bad. It was not bad, but, you know, I think, gosh, I went back to college, I think at 28, because I wanted to get my degree in computer animation, so. You need an adultier adult. What does that mean? I often say my brain often thinks I'm 25, my humor suggests I'm 12, and my body keeps asking if I didn't die on the first flight. 1788. It's like that some days. Like some days your body's just like, I don't want to work. I'm done. I worked 16-hour days, 6 days a week in my 30s. Wow. Wow, that's a lot. That's too much. We say we would go back, but do we go back with knowledge on this life? I mean, I would say either way. I would say either way. You know, I think that a lot of people's answers would be different based on that. For me, I still think 28 was where I was like the most balanced in either of those scenarios of having the knowledge or not. Would I go back to like age 18 without the knowledge that I gained up to this point? No, absolutely not, because I made stupid decisions. I also thought I'd be dead or in jail by the time I was 23, so everything past that I did not plan for. Really? I mean, I guess Castle was kind of the same way. No, he just thought he would be dead, but my head doesn't want to adult right now. I see. I was overseas in my early 30s, yeah? Oh, like during your service? I didn't know that about Little Caesars though, Bethany. It's interesting. Because I do remember liking Little Caesars, and then at some point it was just like, ew. Boy, will you be horrified if it turns out you reincarnate. Yeah. I like to be somewhat optimistic. I see, that's just somewhat optimistic, huh? I was riddled with PPD and no help. 25 is a big turning point in my life for a better path, albeit harder, but better overall. Well, I mean, I think that happens for everybody at some point. I enjoyed my 30s. My kids all came into the world and they were awesome tiny people. Aw, that's good. They're all more grown up than you. I'm just focused on my book. If I'm accomplishing anything, it'll be that, which is fine, you know? It's good that you're focused on it. I turned 43 in March. My brother is 44. We both figure age brings another day, and if we don't age, we die. Also, we know we are adults, but allow ourselves to still have fun. My husband is 50, but he keeps up with our 15-year-old daughter, just a little slower. Well, that's good. That sounds healthy. Oh, because we were kind of gone for a while because our stuff wasn't working. It was a big pain in the butt. So, and then we started the stream at 7 after a fair amount of technical difficulties, and then it crashed So we had to cut the stream, and then we realized it was working on TikTok still for some reason. So we rebooted the stream, but we are not streaming to TikTok right now, and it's been fine. So it's not like amazing. The bitrate's still in the red, but it's not crashing, so it's a plus. Did you do something different with your hair? Respectfully, it looks right. No, it's just flat right now. It has zero body. No, I haven't gotten it cut in ages. It's very long. It goes down to my hips. So it's just, I need to get a little bit of a trim so I can get a little body up here. So flat. Because I didn't have Gilded at the time and fell asleep during a stream, I thought I missed a vacation announcement. No, we have not been on vacation. We've been like losing our minds because of all this stuff that's going on, with just things not wanting to work, stuff crashing. You know, we spent, over $6,000 on the new computer, and then we've just been like cycling everything over so that the oldest computer now is going to be Everett's computer. And then our external hard drive got knocked over by the new kitty, and it just happened to fall in the right angle that it was destroyed, so we lost a whole month's worth of work. Yeah, I have a little body. I'm just tiny. You connected your Twitch and Amazon? Okay, cool. So now when you go to subscribe, there will be a little toggle to select use your Prime subscription. Mine was, but it's all gone now. Eyebrows too. I mean, it happens as you age, Like, I actually fill in this one because I have a scar, but nobody ever recognizes it as a scar. They just, think I plucked my eyebrows that way and made a mistake. And I'm like, no. Why would I do that? That's crazy. So I fill it in so nobody thinks I did something weird. Yes. Slide the little toggle over next to the crown that says Prime. Yeah, my hair. Oh, I think you have to do it on a computer browser. As an old man, I want to look like a weird Gandalf. Me too. Me too, Maddie. I discovered a method to link Twitch from a Prime account, but it is currently buffering. Okay. It is a very small toggle. I was so close! Yeah, you have to do it on a browser. I'm sorry. It's I don't know. I don't have my phone over here, so I can't check it. I already look like a weird Gandalf. I wouldn't say weird. But you should totally dress up as Gandalf. Oh, okay. So Mila was able to do it on the cell phone in the app. You look more like Santa than Gandalf? That's fun too. I saw somebody on TikTok. He dresses up as Santa all throughout the year, and then he does a live acting as Santa. And it's cute. I thought that was really nice for people that still have kids that believe in Santa, and then they can kind of go on there and interact. And Castle has an old friend who dresses up as Santa every year. Wait, what? Did somebody just give a bunch of gifts? Oh, wow. Thank you, Gunnar. That's so sweet of you. Thank you for doing that. Thank you. Oh my gosh. How many did you do? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6? Oh my gosh. Thank you so much. Or was it? I don't know. I can't tell. Okay, we got Bethany has resubscribed. Okay, yeah. So Gunnar gifted several. And then we have Bethany with a resubscribe with the Prime. Thank you. Now you have all the emojis. Yeah. My nephew in Japan asked me if I was Santa. That's so cute. That's adorable. Maddie, you will need the ability to grow a beard first. This is true. Unless you just wear a fake one, right? Mm-hmm. That is Gunner. Yeah, that's very cute. But yeah, I like it when people do cute things like that. Being Santa for families and kids it's a sweet thing. I'll subscribe when my Prime links with Twitch. Okay, that's totally fine, Esther. Thank you so much. Is that, oh my gosh, is that a pineapple on pizza emoji? No, you didn't. Where is that from? What? What? No way. Where did you get that? There's a Darth Jar Jar emoji. That's funny too. What the heck? Where did you get that pineapple on pizza emoji? I dressed up as Santa when I worked at Walmart. The fake beard is what made me start to grow the real thing. Oh, that's cool. Kippian. Oh my gosh. I feel like Captain Hoodie needs to have that pineapple on pizza emoji. I bet she'd love it. I don't think it's that bad. I don't like it because I don't really want sweet on my pizza. But Castle's just like, absolutely not. It's funny. I'm just dying a little bit. I think the emoji is better than the actual pizza. Yeah. No, that is a really funny emoji, honestly. Yeah, that's what I've heard. I thought that was just a, like a theory, but I think that would be a really good theory if it's true. Because I could totally see it. That's cool. Oh, I see. BRB? Okay, that's fine, Mulu. We'll be around for a while. If this apple doesn't kill me. I wish that this had the decal on both sides of the mug. But it doesn't. Sad. Yeah, it totally would, Calamitous. Like, I believe that would have made the story so much better if they approached it that way. Because it made a lot of his actions make a heck of a lot more sense. My husband has a mustache beard and he looks about 35 to 40, but if he shaves, he has a baby face. That's funny. They carded him? Oh no. Yeah, I reached the point of not getting carded anymore a couple years ago. What is that goat? What? All this food talk, now I want to cook a nice big steak. There you go. That would be good. And it's only because Lucas didn't like the backlash from the community about it, so he changed it. What? Why would there be backlash? That makes the story so much better. And as a creator of stuff myself, I would not listen to the masses and change it if I had a purpose in designing a character. I'd just be like, deal with it. You don't have to like it. I mean, he clearly sold out for the newer Star Wars stuff. Like, the only one I liked was Rogue One. I did not like the newest trilogy, and I did give Mandalorian a go, and it had good moments. It wasn't terrible, but the Boba Fett one was really boring a lot of the time. I didn't dislike the story of it, but it was kind of boring a lot of the time. And, what's the... Kylo Ren, I think was his name, right? His whole motivation for being the bad guy is so dumb. I'm sorry. If you can like it, if you like it, I'm not saying don't like it. I'm just saying, like, I think it's stupid. The motivation was so lackluster. Like, there was no thought put to it whatsoever. And then, spoiler alert, the scene where his father dies, like, it happened in 2 seconds. Like, there was no emotional break or, like, time to let it really hit you that Han Solo died. Okay, one of the biggest characters in the series, he dies, and it was just kind of like, okay, he's dead now. No impact whatsoever. Yeah, I agree with that, Gunnar. He is a good actor, but the character itself was very poorly written. Very poorly written. Like, Darth Vader's character, Anakin Skywalker, has the best story arc ever that I have seen, in my opinion. Best character arc. And then his grandson has basically the rebellious teenager reason of wanting to be a Sith. It's so stupid. I want the pizza from the place near where my brother... 6 or 7 hour drive, oh gosh. Yeah, he was like a child having a tantrum. It's exactly what it was. Exactly what it was. I immediately was like, nope, I'm not gonna like this. Sorry. Star Wars, the Star Wars I used to know. That's funny. Luke is so trash. Oh. In the new ones, I think I watched the second one. I didn't bother to watch the third. I think it worked finally. Okay, good. Let me see. I don't see it, but hopefully it worked for you, Kamyun. You have the emoji. Kylo Ren's lightsaber even plays into it because he didn't bleed his crystal correctly. So he had to add vents to it because he did it wrong. Oh. See, I don't even remember a lot of it because I was just like, we're gonna pretend this doesn't exist. He wants to be a Sith so bad, he's just messing up the meaning. Yeah, it just poorly handled all around. Yeah, you got the cool stickers. We need another Darth Maul type character. Yeah, Darth Maul was pretty cool. Yeah, Harrison Ford did hate being in the Star Wars. But, and that's fine. They can kill off his character. It could have and should have had a huge emotional impact. It had 0. It had like a 5% on a meter of how emotional that moment was. So it was just handled poorly. I mean, he doesn't need to do another Indiana Jones. He's done so many. You know, like the Crystal Skull one was totally unnecessary, but he did it. And it did well enough, but it's okay to just let that go to rest. It was so anticlimactic. Yeah, I don't think it needs to be rebooted. Of the new Star Wars, Rogue One was the best. Yeah, I thought so. From like a storytelling standpoint, I thought Rogue One was the best. And I know like there's tons of people out there that think the opposite and they hated Rogue One and like all the other movies, but I thought Rogue One was handled the best. I know it has like a tragic ending, but that's actually a huge part of the story. There is going to be an Indiana, or there was already, but it had a female lead. And I'm sorry, but that's probably just not going to work. They had all the chances to have Han, Leia, and Luke together and blew it. Yeah. Yep. Yep. They did Kylo Ren dirty. That's all I gotta say on that. Yeah, it was a female lead. Is the last one I remember, and I'm not gonna watch that. Because I'm sorry, you don't just like take this legacy of Indiana Jones and then hand it off to a new character like that. I'm sorry, I don't agree with that. I think it's really disrespectful to the original work. Just do something else. Yeah, I mean, he was a stunt guy. So I don't know if he ever really wanted to be an actor. It just kind of happened. Oh, that's fine. I liked it. Solo sucked. Good grief, no more reboots. Let the younger generations make their own blockbuster movies. Yeah, they just won't, though. The producers are the ones that fund the movies, and they want to make sure that it will earn enough money that they get their investment back. So it's really ruined a lot of the entertainment industry, including the gaming industry, because if it's a large company, the producers have a lot of say, and if they're going to be like, oh, we'll continue this series somehow because we know a lot of people are going to watch it and it's going to make money. It's a risk for them to do something that's a new story because it might not get enough attention to make what was put into it and for them to actually get an investment out of it. So I just highly thought that Rogue One is the best. I mean, maybe it is. I had a lot of people tell me that they felt the opposite that I did. Rogue One fits so well right before Episode 4. I agree. It was a good tie-in. Then the lovely Carrie went and shuffled off. Yeah. Harrison Ford was in it, and it doesn't end the way you think it did. In which one? In the new Indiana Jones movie? The only reason to see an indie film is to see Ford. It's too iconic for anyone else. Yeah, I agree with that. Like, at least with the Bond movies, like, there were so many different Bond actors, right? But they each kind of had their own charm. And they kept, like, the core of who the character was and following the books to a decent degree. However, if they try to make a female James Bond character take over the franchise, like, it's just not gonna do well. Because that's not who Bond is. And even if they kind of, like, make Bond more of a feminist character to placate the current masses, it's just, it won't match what the character is supposed to be. Like, he's supposed to be kind of an asshole. He's supposed to be misogynist. And it doesn't mean you have to like him being that way. That's just who the character was, and it's the way he was written. And I think you should stay true to what the author did if you're going to do stuff like that. Yeah, I thought the actor for Kylo Ren was good, and I honestly thought he would be a fantastic Snape. when they announced doing the remake, I thought they were going to redo them in movies, but obviously it's going to be a show. And he would have been a great choice for Snape's character, but unfortunately we're not going to get that. Oh, I thought he was doing stunts. Interesting. Oh yeah, Sean Connery was the best James Bond for sure. I agree with that. And he totally had that vibe. Like, I couldn't not love the man despite the he said a lot of controversial things, but I mean he oozed the manly man. Like, if you think manly man, he's the guy that pops up in my head. There was a great meme with Kylo saying, "I'm a Sith," and then a child from Mandalorian says, "Please, you're an emo with a glow stick." Oh no, that's sad, but it's true. That's true. Yeah, I agree with that, Bear. Make a new female spy and leave Bond alone. It doesn't have to be a Bond movie. Just do something else. But they're afraid to do something else because the producers aren't likely to jump on it. That's the sad thing. Yeah, Adam Driver would make a fantastic Snape. Also, has anyone here seen Girls? It was my introduction. I don't know, actually. I did like Pierce Brosnan. Like I said, like each of them had their own charm for the role. And Castle's not really a fan of the newer ones. Oh gosh, I'm brain farting on his name. The guy that did Casino Royale and Skyfall. I don't know why I'm brain farting on his name. But I like him. I don't think he really captured the essence of Bond, but it didn't. Yeah, Daniel Craig, thank you so much. But I thought he did great with it anyhow. It he didn't scream Bond to me, but he did well enough that I could be on board with it. Yeah, it is a different take. And welcome in, we've got, how do you say that? Natashu? Is that how you say your name? Welcome in. George Lazenby was the worst Bond. He doesn't even register in my mind, honestly. I like Craig. He's no Connery, but he was okay. Yeah, I think I just like Daniel Craig. And maybe, honestly, maybe it was the way that they wrote Bond in the newer movies. Maybe that's part of the problem. You know, like Castle had said, he didn't really like that they made him more emotional because Bond wasn't very emotional, right? Like, he was just kind of like the man's man and slept around even, you know, he wasn't an emotional guy. Judi Dench was an awesome M. Yes. Yeah, I mean, Brosnan's Bonds were not like the best representations of Bond, but they were fun. I don't have a problem with his movies. I still enjoyed them. It's kind of like the original Batman movies. Like, there was kind of a certain level of comedy to it. Like, you didn't really take it too seriously. Craig was chosen for Bond over Henry Cavill. Henry Cavill wanted that role. He totally should have gotten that. Henry Cavill would be great for Bond. And he did that other spy movie, The Man from U.N.C.L.E., and he did good. He totally would be great. He would be really great for that. Yeah, she is a legend in everything she does. He was so emotional and angry when Connery was still cool, calm, and collected, even when fighting the guy with the hat. Yeah. they're different. They had different approaches. Mind you, Dame Judy sat on set cross-stitching swear words. That's funny. She's got a good personality. And they won't be able to find another M that could do it the way she did. Yeah, I don't remember a whole lot of it either. I remember the first one the best. And I did actually really... What I remember the most is I really enjoyed the animations for the opening sequences. They did. They hired some good people to work on that. Yeah, Argyle. Thank you for knowing my typos. I got send before proofreading too far often. That's fine. Because I do the same thing. You would think I have like giant fingers the way that I type stuff out sometimes. I make so many mistakes. Pain in the butt. Yeah, I like Henry Cavill. The first movie I saw him in was Count of Monte Cristo. And I was like, oh my gosh, this kid is like, he's gonna do more movies and he's gonna blow up if he does more movies. And he did. I thought he was so cute as a kid. Oh, they're saying Judi Dench plays the best M, but she's not gonna be doing any more movies, so... Yeah. It's just what happens. Eventually we lose them. That is a way to support the channel, Eric. So on Twitch, which is a platform mainly for gamers, but they did finally recently do a category for reading and writing, which is the category we fall into, obviously. So there are subscriptions on Twitch. And if you have Amazon Prime, you can connect that with your Twitch account. And then you have a free subscription every month to use for one of the streamers you follow. So that is a way to support the channel without spending extra if you already pay for Amazon Prime. Has anyone seen the videos of Judi Dench and her grandson? I have not. I did not see those. I have seen Sam from Jurassic Park. His TikTok channel popped up and I actually really love it because he's kind of awkward but also super wholesome, just doing videos of his farm. It's cute. You don't have Twitch? Yeah, and that's fine. You know, it's totally optional. We like using Twitch, and we have all our little dragon emojis on there. They're cute. I'll have to find them, Milu. Yeah, I haven't seen those. Oh, it's with an I and not a Y. That's right. That's right. I'll have to check those out. I like wholesome videos. So I get lots of videos with like kids and animals. So I'm like, oh, they're cute. I'll like all of these. I still think Michael Cera just accidentally walked on a movie set and got a role but was too nervous to tell anyone he wasn't an actor. Maybe. He is awkward. I think he's awkward. Showgirls, yeah. That's true. It might do better now than it did at the time. I might do a writing stream, but I'm not sure yet, mostly because I'm not sure if I want to write my book on stream or just something random. Well, what I'm seeing a lot of people do is they talk about it as they're writing, so they don't. I don't know if any of them actually get a whole lot of writing done because they're talking to people about the development of it. Good night, Mary Beth. Thanks for coming in. It was good to see you. Tomorrow will be a game stream, and then Tuesday I'm really just hoping we have everything set up properly and it all works well. No problem, Bethany. Yeah, I don't actually watch a lot of streamers. Like, some people I'll put up while I'm working to, like, support. I'm curious if they have Twitch therapy. I don't know. I don't know if they can do that. They have just chatting, obviously. That's what we used to do for the category, was the just chatting. So I was glad that they did the reading one. Usually there's actually not a lot of people reading when we're ready to raid. It's mainly just been Falcor. And she's good. You know, her stuff is different than what we're doing. Obviously, we have just like more candid talking and reading, and she does like ASMR. Well, if I start talking about my book, I'm probably spoiling my story. I mean, yeah. Probably, but you don't have to. Like, you could be going over like an editing pass. Like, start from the beginning and do like an editing pass, and then you can talk to people about it on stream as you're doing it, so they kind of go on that journey with you and then point out any issues that they find as you're going through it. Yeah, I like it when she reads. ASMR is not usually something I seek out either, but her stuff was more interesting for sure. I like she's doing it well. You know, for what she's doing it well. And some people like it, the ASMR. Someone needs to tell me how to add more hours to the day. 24 is not enough. I agree. So if you ever figure it out, please let me know. I would love to figure that out. There's just always so much stuff I want to do and get done. And I'm so bummed out that I have to redo all that 3D stuff. And one of the long videos that I was in the final phase of editing, Cass gonna have to reshoot, and it was a long one. It was like over 20 minutes long. And then I'm gonna have to re-edit it. It was her birthday a couple days ago. I caught part of her stream. Oh, it was. That's cool. Well, I'm glad you're keeping up there. I didn't know that. I'll have to send her a belated birthday wish. That might be something to do to motivate me during my big edits. Yeah, I mean, you could at least try it. Yeah, give your random trivia along the way to make it fun. You could have like a points redemption for that. Oh no. I loved Showgirls as a kid and Conan the Barbarian and Funhouse. Yeah. Lots of horror and many others that I shouldn't have seen so young. Yeah. Yeah. Like, when I was little, I watched Leprechaun and Chucky, Poltergeist, like all those movies. It was a complete fluke. I needed background noise, and I got the live notification. Oh, that's cool. That's cool. So it wasn't even from, is it from like when we had done a raid on her before and you followed her? Or you happened to find her randomly outside of the tavern? Because, I mean, the writing streams, I haven't seen any that I think would really interest our group of people. Falcor was like the closest to what we're doing here that I thought some of you at least would enjoy. Yeah. We should see who's on because it is getting very late. But I'll do that once I've got Castle's notes and hope I can screen share on Twitch. So what you would need is either the regular OBS or the Streamlabs OBS version, and set everything up on there because that's how you stream through Twitch. If you want to do it on your phone, Twitch actually has a something to do that through the app, the Twitch app. You are joining at the end of the stream because, you know, it's 9 o'clock here, so it's getting late for our American people and Canadian people. Well, there you go, Mila, and that's fine. That's totally fine. But we didn't do any reading today, Marissa. We were just kind of chatting because we lost the stream once earlier, and then it seems like it's been somewhat stable after we decided not to stream to TikTok as well, because it's a different software. But yeah, so we actually ended up not doing any reading today, unfortunately, but we'll do a gaming stream tomorrow. We're gonna see if we can get things set up with the Elgato, so hopefully that won't be a problem. Just so we're not doing the camera for the PS5 because it doesn't look good, obviously. I'm sure you guys have noticed. It's not the best. You guys just finished swimming? Oh, fun. Yeah, well, thanks for popping in for a little bit. I was just seeing like what's available for raids. Let's see, let's go to following. Yeah, Falcor is doing her ASMR stuff. Because I don't think everyone in here is super into the gaming things. Let's see what's under same category. No, go back. It was not what I wanted. Okay. Yeah, there's just not a whole lot of what we do on here. Yeah, I mean, the trivia can be based on the scenes that you're editing, or you can just have like a list of stuff on hand for if somebody redeems it. There's just stuff you can do. It'll probably be slow to start off with. It takes time to build up people seeing what you do. But if you can get it to look really good, you'll get more people, because I've noticed, at least in the reading and writing category, like a lot of them don't really look particularly interesting. There's somebody reading Don Quixote. They're on chapters 44 through 48. If you guys are interested in that. Don Quixote is a interesting story. Someone else is fixing their romance novel, which who knows how that is. Yeah. That's really it. Don Quixote or Falcor for this category. What do you guys think? I'm smart, but also not smart at the same time. I think we all feel that way some days. Alright, good night, Kulos, and good luck on your writing. I need more romance in my life. I was absent that day in class. Oh no! I don't know if you really get taught that in class. Also warning, my voice has been known to lull people to sleep, which is fine. I mean, obviously there's plenty of people that come to watch as like a nighttime thing, so I'm sure you'd get a lot of people that would enjoy that just so they can listen to the soothing sounds of your voice. All right. Fixing a book that stream may help Maddie. Yeah, I think Falcor is nice. Mom has a fresh cup of tea and all is right with the world. I can concur with that. Cassie House has put me to sleep more than twice. There you go. Castle House is what I think what that was supposed to be. Dropping the most relatable thought ever. Yes. Yes, I agree. Okay, well let's raid Falcor. And we will hopefully just have everything set up nicely for next time. So I'm gonna get the raid started. Thank you so much, you guys, for coming to hang out. I appreciate it. I enjoyed talking with all of you. Offers hot broth. Okay, so hours later. Oh, that's funny, Gunnar. You fall asleep and then obviously like it might be on a different stream, right? She does get spoiled and hates every second of it. I'm sure she appreciates it though. Yeah, don't edit the spicy scenes on stream, Betty. Good night, Milo. Thank you so much, you guys. Have a good night, and hopefully we'll see you tomorrow, and if not tomorrow, Tuesday, when Castle is back to do some more reading. Good night, you guys.